Right, this one time, right, I went into this building and Kevin was there and sat down with him, and there was a big map behind me on wall, and I said to him, I said, here Kev, where would you like to travel in the world? And he went, well, I don't know, because I've never been anywhere, because you don't have a passport, because his mum and dad were knobheads. And anyway, so I said, well, I've been here, and pointing to Spain. So I've been to Spain on my holidays to Benidorm, and it was right good. And I said, but I'd like to travel to like far away places. And Kev said to me, he said, well, I won't want to go right to edge of world, because I don't want to fall off. And I said, no, Kev, it's round. And he goes, no, it's not, it's square. And he pointed on one, and he went, no, it's square, look like that. And I said, well, that is actually a rectangle. He says, well, it looks like a square to me, and anyway, you can fall off edge. I said, no, this is just a picture of the places you can go in the world. But actually, it's round, it's a globe. And so you can go all the way around it. And Kev said to me, it must end somewhere. And I was like, no, Kev, it don't end anywhere. And he says, well, I'm not going to risk it. We went on this stag do, right? Me and a load of people, but Kev were with me, like, and we went to this boat in Newcastle, which were floating on the river, and had made this boat into a nightclub. And we went up to front of the queue and they said, all right, we're from Keighley, so we get to come to the front of the queue. And they said, no, get to back. And Kev said, I'm going to back because I'm from Keighley. And they said, no, you'll have to go to back. But they said it in a funny voice, like, well, you have to go to back, like. And I went, well, come on, Kev, we'll go to back, because these two are getting angry now. He says, well, I'm not going to go to back because I'm special. And then these two bouncers said, oh, sorry, we didn't know your mate was special. And then they let us in, and we didn't even have to pay, they just let us in for now. To be fair, Kev does look pretty special, so fair dues to him. Why are the lads? Yo, Jimbo here with another story about Kev, right? This one time Kev moved out of his house and he moved in with his Uncle Paul, who is a complete dick, right? He's a proper thicko and he's a dick. And Kev moved in with him in the town of Ilkley, which is a bit posh. But Paul's a retard. And Kev said, I'm going to move in with Uncle Paul. And I said, don't move in with Uncle Paul, because what you'll do is you'll pay him your rent and you spend it all, you'll end up homeless. And you won't be able to move back in with your mum, because your mum thinks you're a dickhead. And he goes, no, but I'm going to do. So he did. Anyway, Paul said to him, what we're going to do is, you give me 20 quid every week, you and your dopey mates, and I'll go and buy out shopping, and I'll put it in the fridge, and then we can live off that every week. And that's cheap shopping. And he goes, yeah, that's good, Uncle Paul. And so Uncle Paul went and did some shopping, brought it back, and Kevin, his mate, Steely, they ate all the shopping. And it went on for like 3 weeks. And Paul says, look, this can't go on anymore, because I'm buying all shopping, and you're just eating it all, right? And I'm not getting any food. And they went, fair enough, what do you want to do? And he says, what we'll do is, I'll get some labels, and then we can label his food. So he can buy his own food, and then we can label it. And Kev goes, yeah, I'm good with that, that's good. So Kev went and did his own shopping, and he brought it back and he put it all in the fridge. And Paul gave him these white labels and said, Kev, there's the labels, go and label your shopping, so we know what's what. And he goes, right, that's a good do. And then about an hour later, Paul been to the pub, and he comes in and he goes to the fridge, and Kevin had put all stickers on, and he wrote on them, cheese, bread, ham, instead of putting a name on them. It's a true story. It's proper thickies, Kev. Kev's dad, Mick, ran away years ago, and he married this right hoity-toity bird who had loads of money, and then he started dressing in suits and stuff. But I've not seen him for a bit. Anyway, I saw him today, and he's dressed all smart in his suit and everything, and I went up to him and said, now then, Mick, how are you doing? And he said, do I know you? And I went, you've got a stupid voice now, because you're from Keighley. And he went, do I know you, man? And I went, look, I used to live across the road from you. It's Jimbo, your Kev's mate. And he went, oh, yeah. How are you doing? I said, yeah, not too bad. And I said, why are you dressed like a dickhead? And he said, well, I've got loads of money now, so I'm allowed to dress like a dickhead because I can afford it. And I said, that's good. I said, get beers in. And he said, no. He said, I might have loads of money, but I'm not a complete dickhead. And I went, well, you have always been a complete dickhead. And Kev said, will you stop talking to my dad like that? And I went, yeah, I will stop talking to your dad like that. And then Kev said, Dad, can I have a tenner? And he said, get stuffed, you dickhead. Do you remember when you used to go to Barclays Bank, and if you introduced one of your mates, then Barclays Bank used to put a whole pound coin into your bank account? So I took Kev down there once and I said, hey Kev, if you join Barclays Bank, I'll get £1, but I'll give you 50 pence. So we both made 50 pence a year. And he said, yeah, I'll do that. Let's go do it. And he used to get like a piggy bank and everything. So I said to Kev, I said, get signed up and this will be right good. You get 50p, I get 50p. So he went to counter and he said, my friend Jimbo is getting me signed up and we want us quid. And I said, that's no problem. And they said, just sign here, Mr. Kev. And he turned to me and he said, how do you spell Kev, Jimbo? And I said, Kev, you are a retard.
Shopping at TK Maxx, hanging with whites and blacks, hiding in sacks and sacks, stopping big birds in the tracks. I don't listen to any dubs, don't think the rap's any good. Blue is the colour of bud, there's only one thing that you need to know though. Don't have a dog though. Don't have a dog no. Don't have a dog no. I don't have a dog though. I don't have a dog no. Don't have a dog no. Cash, stealing your Audi stash, staring at your Ashman's cash, using your yard for the slash, breaking my ass but I don't give a toss though, I don't have a life and I don't have a job though, going to Aston and steal a potato, guess what, don't have a job though. I don't have a job no. I don't have a job though.